Hi guys, welcome to another Food for Thought. I'm Gordon. Doing a wee video on. I promised to do a little video on the shed that I've just built and show you why I designed it the way I have. It's a little bit different than a normal kind of shed. It's a normal square shed, pitch roof, etc. So anyway, let me get this all turned around and I'll show you exactly what I've done. Well guys, here's the finished article. As you see, it's not the traditional shape, it's a corner shed, and I've intentionally done it this way because I still have the space that I'm looking for, but it creates a little bit more space that I can do other things without taking too much away from the garden. So that's it. So basically it's like a lean-to, so it's shaped down back to front on both sides. Obviously I've got the gutter system put on it. Luckily everything I got was white, so I had to paint the door white. It wasn't white, but I've only put it up with a I suppose it's just an emulsion at the moment, like a wall paint, but I need to go and get some gloss to finish it off properly. But anyway, the little rain barrel at the bottom, it's not really a rain barrel, it's just a steel barrel that I just got for, usually it holds rubbish. But I don't have the rain barrel yet. I'm going to, let me turn around. This is use that rain barrel, that blue one up at the top. Once again, it's kind of a homemade thing. It's just a rain barrel I got from work. Put a tap on it and etc. So it was connected to the house. I'll take the connection off it at the moment. I'm going to empty it and then I'll take it down to the shed, and I'll get a nice one for going up against there. So anyway, so it measures 10 feet by 10 feet at the back, and then all the front, it's all the rest of it's all 5 feet. So basically had 3 5-foot skids, bolted them together, put a floor on it. They're down on concrete blocks. You can see down at the bottom there, down on concrete blocks. The window I got from a friend of mine, so that was free. He had replaced his kitchen window a couple of years ago, and it was sitting in his shed, and asked if I wanted it for my shed, and it was perfect. Okay. The door I got that from Habitat for Humanity. It only cost me $30. And it's, I mean, I had to cut it. It was really tall. It must have been for a giant's house. Holy crap, that was massive. But I cut about 6 or 8 inches off the door. So as I say, it was absolutely massive. But it's a nice solid mahogany door. I've painted it white at the moment, but I still have to paint and do a gloss paint for more weather resistant. So obviously at the top you can see I've got flashing on the top for the back of it. You see the around the other side, the pitch. It's got holes at the back. I'll go through. I haven't filled them yet. The little lights I got them from the dollar store. They don't give off much light, but it's enough for what I need. Indoors, obviously now I've tidied it up a little bit. Now I've got it. So I've got my ladders and whatnot. This I like doing this kind of thing with the baseboards, because you're able to store. This is all just scrap wood anyway, so I just screwed it to the wall, to the joists, and then I can hold my broom and just little tools, cutting tools and whatnot. Same on the other side, even shorter piece, but it's able to hold caulking and that kind of stuff. Got my little board up so I can keep a note on what veg I've got growing in the garden when it is growing. This is I got these hooks from the dollar store, and you just basically they open up, and then you just basically, as soon as you put the tool in it, the weight of the tool clamps it together. So the heavier the tool is, like a knife, like a fork or something like that, the more it grips. So I thought it was actually quite a nice thing. So obviously I've got my fork, my drying out my onions that I picked last week, and then just up at a little corner storage thing. So it's got storage there, but it's not taking too much room up. And then obviously I've got space for my lawnmower, my smoker, and then you just put nails and whatnot. So obviously the window opens, so let some ventilation in. Once again, I've got my baseboard down at the bottom so I can sod in a shovel. I intend to put a little shelf on here, but one that I can swing round and put into place. We'll see. I'm not sure yet if that's. I'd love to keep some quail in here, but it's at the moment that might not be something I'm going for, because basically I'm not allowed to have quail in this area. Not allowed to have any kind of animals in this area. It's shocking. I live in the countryside. It's a small town. I live out in the country, but the bylaws are shockingly bad that I'm not allowed to have any kind of rabbits, ducks, chickens, quails, little goats, whatever you wanted. That if you had a little farm, okay, it's in the subdivision, but we've all got big yards, and it's just crazy. I don't know why they came up with that idea. Literally 100 yards that way to the end of my street is one of the main roads. If I go across the other side of the road, I can have whatever the hell I want. But because I'm in this subdivision, not a chance. Anyway, so it is. So let it be. Anyway, let's come back outside. I'll show you the rest from obviously from here. Got my they're almost, things are starting to die down now. My butternut squash. So got some acorn squash that are still growing. See my acorn squash down here. So I've got the acorn squash here. So I had a bunch of other things. I've got my peppers down here, and then I'm starting to get ready for doing some sort of winter stuff or late fall stuff. So I've got my cabbages growing. These two beds here, that one and this one, had my potatoes in it. Did reasonably well for that size of bed. I got £50 each bed, so there's £100 of potatoes I got. I could have, I don't know. I think because of the weather this year, a lot of my friends didn't get a good amount this year either. And so I've got broccoli, cabbage, and beets growing here at the moment. These plants here that you're seeing, I've got a bunch of them growing at the front here. These are pussy willow, which is basically this tree here. In the spring, when it's got the catkins on it, I basically trim them off, put them in the water. 3 or 4 weeks later, they've got really good strong roots. You plant them in, and so hopefully I'll have sort of pussy willows growing along here next year, and it helps to keep the water and all that sort of stuff, because they like water. Anyway, so this bed here, this was where I had all my onions. I'm just going to go, and this bag's full of compost that I got from the compost bins. These compost bins in here. When I moved them, I emptied them out. I've got bags of compost at the back, and this one here. And then all of this stuff, the straw beds that I've had here, these will all go into the compost, and these will all break down. So I've got brown material, and then obviously all the leafy stuff is all green material. So I'll be able to do layers on it and get some nice compost next year. And then my last bed got cauliflower, and I have this. It's got a huge bit of sage, and then I've got my cucumbers growing in here. I've got 2, 3. I've already had a bunch of them already. Cucumber went well. My wife loves them. I don't really like cucumber, but and then I've got my rhubarb at the back. So there you go. So it's absolutely boiling here. We've had really bad rain the last few days, so it's been great. The garden has been getting a real nice good soaking. But on that note, that's me done with the shed. Hope you like the design. I know it's a bit different than normal, but it suits me, and it hasn't taken too much of the away from the garden being stuck down in the corner. It was a corner that doesn't get used much because we're on a slight slope down at the back here, and water does collect down here, so there's not really a lot you can do with here, especially at early spring. It is absolutely soaping wet. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Come and join us on Facebook as well, and we'll get into discussions about different things. Okay, talk to you later guys, thanks.